I feel like before you marry someone, you should pray to God about it. Talk to your spiritual leaders about it. Talk to your... Do you understand? Pray. You have a personal relationship with God. Don't wait for somebody to come and tell you something about the person. Pray and seek your answers yourself.
What happens when you're looking around and you can't find that those your specifics? And I'm not saying that it's 100%, but you want a little bit of everything, and maybe you're not seeing that perfect blend or something close to it. But you can find someone with good character, as you said. But that person is lacking in a lot of other interesting stuff. What will you do in such a situation?
In such a situation, I'm just going to let my heart lead.
But the heart is deceitful.
But what?
And that's
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Defend Your Views podcast. I'm Basil, and today I have with me
Uncle Shaw.
Brian.
It's your mom.
All right, and today promises to be a very, very interesting day because the topic of conversation is going to be truly something, but I suppose I'm getting ahead of myself. The Defend Your Views podcast is a podcast where we have conversations about issues that affect us as young adult Christians. Now, these issues could be off of social media, maybe a topic or conversation that's trending at the moment, or it could be something my pastor or your pastor said at church last week Sunday, And so what happens is we have these conversations and ensure that whatever conclusion or whatever end we come to or agreement we reach is one that is first and foremost firmly rooted in the Bible. Because as I said, we are young adult Christians. Right. So without further ado, let's get into today's conversation. I don't remember exactly how we came upon this or came about this topic. I think it must have been some, random conversation that we were having on some random day like that. And, we just figured, you know what? Maybe this is something that we should talk about.
I think it was our last episode. We addressed some...
Thanks, yeah.
Exactly. Well, very good. Very good. So, today's topic of discussion is, what do women want from men? But we would be having this conversation, from the Christian or biblical perspective, so right, it's quite loaded. And in a bid to ensure that our thoughts or opinions on this were not what is it called? We're not one-sided. We decided to bring someone, a member of the opposite sex, to sort of provide a balanced view or, discussion on this. So I suppose we should get right into it then. Uncle Sho, maybe we should start with you.
Okay.
Sorry. I just want to put this out there. I think in order for us to have a productive conversation, we should first of all go around, and since there are a lot of us and we have all our thoughts and opinions on what we think women want from men as Christians in the world today, I think we should all go around, starting with us, and talk about what we think these things are. And then we'll have, a Christian woman, say what she actually thinks are the things that, women want from men, from her point of view. So, so Uncle Sho, start with you. What do you think women want from men today?
Well, in my own opinion and experience, having, dated over the years. So first and foremost, ego, money Very important. Yeah, some people say, no, it's not, it's love, it's a lie. You watch too much films, Hollywood movies. So finance is one. Number two, I believe they're looking for a man who can sort of be present, because some men can provide, but they are not present. You know, you travel, if maybe throughout the year you spend 3 months with him, but he's on the road. Some women want a balance. Yes, provide, but be around, be present. Let's have some moments together. I think those would be the two major things I've observed that women want in a man.
So,
Brian?
This is supposed to be personally. I mean, not
yes.
or as a
Well,
Christian.
I mean, no, it's not what ideally
Okay.
women want. Yeah, it's
What
personally
I've
what
perceived.
you've experienced, what you have come to believe women want from men today.
Okay.
Yes.
Personally, I think they want a lot. They want a lot, but basically it's usually money. First, maybe not at first, but definitely. So even when you find, someone that says they don't like money, hidden underneath the layer of that, I'll manage with you is that expectation of, after a while, money must roll in, because I think that's where the problem is, because when that money does not come, then it's wrong. Then they want a Christian man, but I don't know if the definition is really is really Christian, but yeah.
Ali goes to church.
Yes, definitely. Or he's willing to go to church. Yeah. So I think in my perception, I think that's what I've seen.
Okay. I suppose I should say something. In my experience, I would say there are a couple of things. If it's a Christian woman or a woman who identifies as Christian, then the first item on the list would be she wants a God-fearing man. Now, obviously, there are different definitions of the word God-fearing these days. So it's open to interpretation and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yes, different levels to it, because someone would say they want a God-fearing man, but if it's a pastor, they might not really they might not really they might not really want to be with a pastor.
They don't like pastors.
And that's not totally a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, maybe it's because they don't want the responsibility and pressure that comes with being the wife of a pastor. Because if you're with a pastor, then his responsibilities are going to come first. His responsibilities to the church might come first. He might prioritize his responsibility to the church above his family.
Okay,
exactly.
As it happens.
Yes, exactly. And she might not want that, because that would mean there would be a lot of times that she would not be able to, he would not be around.
Yeah.
So, there's that. So, yeah, God-fearing. Financial stability. I don't know why you guys kept on saying money, girl. Ooh, it is such a bad thing, So I would say financial stability. When you say money like that, most times people are hearing, oh, millions, this guy has to fly private jets and, lots of cars. Generally.
Well, in this economy, it's millions, sure.
Oh, well, okay. Well, but the point is, there are certain women who would say, as long as we have a roof over our head in a decent neighborhood, not Banana Island, maybe it could be on the mainland, GRA. Maybe. Now, not for a start. Not for a start, GRA.
Face my slap you, uncle.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying in a decent neighborhood.
Okay.
there are levels to it. So it's not, I want the biggest or the fanciest house, but you want something decent. So there's that. And what else? Someone who is present, someone who's available, and then there are all these sort of, I'm tempted to call them buzzwords, but some of them hold a certain amount of merit. Someone who is in touch with his emotions, who can have certain conversations with you, not be scared to be vulnerable to a certain degree, in my opinion. But, generally they would say that as well. So, yeah, I would say these are the most
Common.
out there, yes, common things that would be on the list of, a modern day Christian woman. Yes. All right. So,
Over to me.
yes, over to you.
Well, I agree with what Basil said. Basically, first thing comes like a God-fearing man, someone that knows God, loves God, fears God. Yeah. And
Wait, sorry to interrupt. I just want to be sure that this list you're giving, this is you, yes?
yes,
Personally.
this is me personally.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
of course,
Good,
this
good,
is
good,
me
good.
personally.
Okay, good.
I don't know about any other woman out there, but me personally, yes, a God-fearing man. Then yes, the financial stability aspect can now come in because it's important. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to own the biggest house in Ikoyi or on Banana Island. Just something comfortable. Basically, let you and I be comfortable. The family we're going to build, comfortable, basically. So that's it. And yeah, emotional, physical provision, everything, emotionally, physically, mentally. Like, you don't just think, okay, because you're providing for the family, financially, nothing else matters. The emotions don't matter, whatever's happening, because you're bringing money. Yeah, so that's why I feel. I agree with what Basil said.
Ooh, there was an item I left off the list. Be physically attractive.
Please, very important. Very important.
What do you mean?
Physical
I
attraction.
disagree.
No, I agree.
There are some.
I agree.
There's a popular
After
comedian.
God fearing physical appearance, then we cannot talk about whether your pockets.
At least there are a few comedians that I know that when they started out,
please,
they were not fine, but money came in. You couldn't look at differently. This guy no bad, actually.
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
If you say so.
Very good, very good. Yes. So I knew there was something I was missing on that list.
When we are talking about all these things, you're not saying like 100%, Abi?
Yeah, obviously, I'm not 100%, am I? Nobody's perfect. You're going to lack in some way. And hopefully your partner would feel up for you in that place you're lacking. So yeah, you don't have to be 100%. Come as you are, and we would make the rest work.
Let's bring it down to we're in Nigeria right now. So I'll throw that question again.
Okay.
What do you think women would want in men that live in Nigeria, actually?
Well,
I mean, to just give it a bit of context.
If we go based on the social media, the way everybody's talking, but it's social media, everybody can just be talking while in real life they're doing something different. But most women say, oh, it's money, like money before love. That's not how it works for me. It's not how it's going to work for me. But that's what people say. They put money before love.
Okay.
And yeah, but I don't work like that. I don't think that works for me.
I've got a question. Would you say it doesn't work for you that way because you're a Christian, or it's your personality?
It's my personality. Even before I was like deep rooted into the whole like reading scriptures, reading the Bible, getting myself acquainted with things of
God.
Just my personality.
Okay.
So yeah.
Brian wants to say something.
No. I'm thinking it's
But do you think that because as you were talking, I started to think that the landscape of relationship marriage is changing. And currently in Nigeria, someone was telling me the other day that tomato price has gone up. I said, I don't know.
It has.
So and you see, so
what do you know? You're making cucumber stew. Or what's it?
I do concussion and something. So, anyways, so you guys.
I was just wondering, how do you not know? Who doesn't
bachelor
know?
life. Once we see Indomie and something, we don't have and bread. We don't have problem.
Okay,
Don't worry, we'll
okay.
live bachelor life soon.
Mhm.
So, but I think that I'm seeing a pattern, so I'm talking to women generally,
Okay.
some now are sort of putting, some group are putting financial stability, I use that word, first, because maybe they've seen some women who got married in the name of love and all of that, and now they are struggling, and there will be some struggles, and some of them, they just anticipate that, hey, I'm not ready to suffer with any guy. Money must be, at least let me see that, at least something, potential and all of that, before love can come, because you love and no money. I think there's a phrase, love without money, it doesn't work. So I think both, they go together, because if you have money, maybe love will come after. Some will argue. Or if you have money, automatically, no, if you have money,
the environment for love to grow is
it's
present.
better to cry
in fact,
in
there was this cry in the I remember that. Better to cry in Dubai than to be happy in some. So it's the mindset of some women now.
Wait, these women that you're referring to, are they Christian women?
No, I'm saying just general what I've observed. So my question now is, do you think maybe the environment is shaping, even some Christian women are starting to
drift in
towards
that direction?
Like, first, I don't know, money first. And then you go to some church, it's miracle money, financial prosperity, and that's the prayer point. So because of where we are, that's why I'm asking, in Nigeria, there's no doubt a lot of women, both Christian, non-Christian, they will think finance,
Well, I mean,
I agree with you, because that's what most women are saying, but I wouldn't say love and money they go hand in hand.
Okay.
At least not for most women, most people, because me personally,
you don't want rich man.
No,
I'm advocating for the rich brothers.
Of course, who doesn't want a rich man or someone that is financial? But the point is, love can come without money. Like that whole, okay, let's get to know the person first. Okay. Love will come later. The love will not come.
So what is love to
the love will not come. Trust me, it's not going to come. And even though, I feel some sort of thing later, like in the long run, it still is not going to be.
Yeah, so love is not feelings.
But
love is not money.
So the question is, what happens when those feelings that you have are no longer there?
Mm-hmm.
To your husband?
Mm-hmm. Have you thought about it?
I mean, I've never been married before, but people say there will come a time when love is not what would hold the... It's not the money either. Okay, maybe it's the money for some people, but it's the relationship, the friendship you have with this person, seeing the person beyond just what the person can offer, or seeing who this person is, knowing that there will be bad days, there will be good days, and despite all of that, I may not always love you. I think someone said, I can't remember who said that, I may not always love you, but I like you, or something like that.
I might not always like you, but yes. I always love you.
Okay, I think. Yes, something like that. So
love is work.
Yes,
I have to work at it. Not the thing we see in movies. Happily ever after. No, you people.
I was about to ask that question. I was about to ask, what's love in that? You know how you say love before money? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's that love? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is the love? Yeah.
When you can look at someone and you just don't know what it is about this person, but I just like this person, like unconditionally. You're giving me nothing. You're doing nothing for me. That even if you're doing something, like it's not. I don't know if you get what I mean. Yes. Either ways, whether you're bringing this or not, I still have this unconditional love for you. the love of God. That's how God loves us, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the same love we're supposed to give to people around us, our spouses, our husbands,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
That means you can love someone that just has money now.
if you're lovable, I will love you.
Wait.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I can't love someone that has money.
That you don't like.
Yes, if I don't like you, I can't be with you just because you have money.
Okay.
Or I can't marry you just because you have money and I expect the love to grow halfway. What if the love never grows halfway? And then you say, oh, I'm just there for the money. Yes, I was just here for the money in the first place. Well, people said the love will grow, so I expected the love to grow, but it didn't.
I
So,
see.
that's...
Basil, you want to say something?
Yeah. No, yes. So I'm listening to everything you've said.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself that this person, you love this person, and there is no reason, there's no thing in particular that you can point to and say, this, I love you, and it's not because of what you're doing for me. Like there's no tangible reason, exactly, that this love is tied to, because if it is, then can it really be unconditional?
No, I mean, there will be reasons why you like someone. It could be because of their looks, because of how they talk, because of something about them, anything at all. But that's not going to be a reason why and say, oh, I love this person because of how he looks, or I love this person because of how he walks, or what if something happens and he doesn't look that way anymore? Nobody's praying for that, but just what if? Would you stop loving him? Would you? So it's more than that. It's basically seeing the person's heart, like
Okay, so
seeing the person more than just what
they look like or offer. So
can
basically, what
offer,
you're
yes.
saying is, before you are interested in giving that kind of commitment, you want to be interested in them first.
Yes.
Mm,
The
interesting.
commitment, meaning love, right? Or
Yes,
meaning love, yeah.
because if you actually love them because of, okay, they check certain boxes, then when those things are not there, that love will dwindle. So except that's what I said, maybe that's what you're saying, that, okay, before I'm interested in, giving you this commitment of unconditional love, whatever, I need to at least enjoy this, our union, or our... So, okay, there has to be looks or money or something else. Yeah. I think for most people that's how it is, or for many people that's how that's how they think about it.
Yeah.
I'll say even for myself, in a sense, it's like we are human.
Exactly.
We are human, so like we have desires, and to an extent to an extent that is not sinful, we want to be able to satisfy some of these desires. Yeah. So,
but I will argue, when we're talking about physical attraction, sometimes someone might look attractive, but you start to talk to them, and then you put off, like, maybe their worldview, mindset, character.
Yeah.
The other way, some people is not looking that great. On a normal day, you don't even look at that person's direction, but you're conversing with them. You people are just, as they talk A, they complete time with B and all of that. So I don't think that you can base
your selection
process that way. Because sometimes I've dated someone whom on a normal day, I didn't see it was a character, and she was an entrepreneur that I saw first.
That was the beauty.
Someone now pointed to me that, this girl, she's short though. I said, how? I don't. So there are many things, So we're just talking generally. But when we now come to for Christians, how should we? So I want to hear, what do you think Christian women are now looking for in men, and maybe you support it with...
Well, what you said about getting to know their character. Of course, when you see someone, it's the looks that first attract you. Is this person fine? Is this person ugly? Or whatever, however you categorize. And then when you start talking to them, that would now, okay, this person has sense. Okay, this person does not have sense. Okay, maybe this is going to be the last time you see me in your life. We're not going to speak after this again. So the person could still be very fine, very handsome, very pretty. And when you have a conversation with that person, the person is off point. Like,
Okay,
walk away.
So what
You don't
happens
have to do
when
anything.
you're looking around and you can't find that those your specifics? And I'm not saying that it's 100%, but you want a little bit of everything, and maybe you're not seeing that perfect blend or something close to it. But you can find someone with good character, as you said. But that person is lacking in a lot of other interesting stuff. So what will you do in such a situation?
In such a situation, I'm just going to let my heart lead.
But the heart is deceitful.
But what?
And that's
But what?
the heart is deceitful.
It's definitely going to say
The
no.
heart is deceitful. But that's at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to give to you at the end of the day. So
okay, wait, before you land, I can pretend, I can go to a church, appear to be a Christian man, they call it Christianese. I use the Christian line. I see you, I say, man, when I saw you, woman of valor, you're this and that.
Proverbs 31.
Like the few times you see I'm clicking, but I have an agenda, ulterior motive. But how would you know if you are following your heart? And I know that I also know that by their fruit you shall know, but I've been able to mask
everything.
My character.
No matter how a person wants to mask, they will slip up at some point. And I feel like you talking to God about people you're involved
slip
in.
Up, but you don't marry the guy.
No, why would you marry somebody that...
Some people it has happened.
I mean, it happens. I won't say it hasn't happened, but if it happens that way, I feel like before you marry someone, you should pray to God about it.
Okay.
Talk to your spiritual leaders about it. Talk to your... Do you understand? Pray. You have a personal relationship with God. Don't wait for somebody to come and tell you something about the person. Pray and seek your answers yourself. So
okay, so when you pray, what kind of answers are you seeking for?
I knew Brian was going to do that. We are good to that. So,
well, I don't know. Depends.
Okay.
God could communicate with you in so many ways, in different ways. Depends on your person. Especially through dreams.
Oh my God.
I knew it.
We've had a conversation about this.
Yes.
So let's not.
Yes, we're not going to go into that.
Especially through dreams
Okay.
or however, visions, I don't know. People say so it's not impossible.
Okay.
I don't doubt that God still speaks to us through dreams. And
all right.
Okay.
Days, so, yeah.
All right.
So just to brush on it small. So how do you think, how do you know for certain that this dream is from God?
You get your confirmation through scriptures, right?
Okay.
That's at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. He's not going to come down from the heavens and come and talk to you and tell you, oh, this is who.
But is that not what happens in the dream?
Somehow you're going... No, it's not even always that direct. It's not direct like that. So depends on what your dreams are like. How
what
your
if it's your
dreams are
subconscious, actually? Sorry to cut you in. What if it's your subconscious? You've been thinking about that person. So, of course, when you sleep, it's normal to dream about that person. I say, oh, yes, God is speaking to me. This is the man.
You pray for discernment. Pray to discern the voice of God, not your subconscious and not that. Because they say the devil hears our prayers too, right? Like he can... When he listens in. So he can, okay, this is what this person is asking for. And then they disguise and tell you, okay, so you pray for discernment, pray to hear the voice of God and not just of your subconscious.
Okay.
What are the non-negotiables for you?
Yes, I was just about to ask that.
Non-negotiables in what sense?
You must have it at least.
So they're when talking about the sort of men that you would want to be with, there are a list of qualities. First one's God-fearing, and then there's the good-looking, and then there is the financial stability and emotional availability. All of that stuff.
Good stuff.
Yes, all of that good stuff. So let's use these five, or maybe even add whichever other ones you might be thinking about. What would you say are the items on this list that's, if he doesn't have any one of these, because we initially touched on the fact that, it's not going to be 100%. This person can't have everything.
Yeah.
Yes. So what would be the items on this list that you'd say, if he doesn't have these ones, then it's not going to work?
First of all, I will say God.
Okay, so God fearing.
There will be a back and forth. There will always be back and forth. What else? Your look, so. I'm not gonna lie.
At least you have to.
Yeah, the character. I think your character matters a lot, and then we can now say, okay, financial stability
has to be on the list as well.
Yes, it has to be on the list.
Okay.
Yes.
So these are non-negotiables.
Yes,
Excellent.
For me, yes, non-negotiables. I mean,
What
for
about
looks, I don't.
Small financial instability based on economic instability.
Oh no! Oh man! And she was about to say something about the looks. And yes, you're about to say something about the looks. You're like, for looks, so yes.
Okay, expand on the looks.
I want to hear that.
Expand on the
yes,
looks.
Please. I want to hear that.
There must be a reason.
Is there like a wiggle room there?
I'm not saying like it has to be like a really fine person. Like you have to be, like I said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder at the end of the day. But yeah, I feel like I would like to be with someone I'm physically attracted to first. Like let me see you, and all the
butterflies.
Do you understand? All the antennas in my body are
ring. Hello.
Okay.
So yes. So to an extent, let him be physically attractive. Let me be physically attracted to him.
Something just popped in my head, and that's primarily because back during the time of our grandfathers, arranged marriages were a thing.
Yeah.
And even in those arranged marriages, the person probably didn't even like, the person that was they were introduced to.
Yeah.
But over time, they grew to attraction. It didn't work in that sense. But I still believe that in this our day, arranged marriages can still work. Where maybe you yourself, you're not really looking your radar, you're not sensing some things. Your dad, mom, they can say, please, so person have studied their family. Would you consider?
Yes, I'll consider it if the person looks good.
Excellent.
You could tell me, you should talk to this person. I'll tell you, mommy.
But wait, it checks every other thing. It's God-fearing, financial stability, the fineness, you get command small.
Just small.
We can be friends.
Well, at least now everyone knows.
We know what's up.
If there's someone that insists on just being friends with you, now you know why.
Yeah.
Now you know why.
It's not all the time.
Well.
Okay.
Oh, that might not be the only reason why you're insisting on being friends with someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be so many other things. It doesn't have to
Financial
be just
instability.
character. The person's character plays a big role.
No, I'm very big on these finances, because a lot of young men are becoming old or married.
It's true.
Oh, God.
Especially as tomato price, they go up.
Oh, good Lord. So, I've got a question.
Okay.
On the financial stability business. So let's assume you've got this guy and he's on some sort of trajectory. He's not quite there yet, but you think he could actually get there.
There in what sense?
Oh, so let's assume you're meeting someone who's just starting out as an engineer.
Okay.
So, a chemical engineer. And you know that there are chemical engineers who have gone on to, like top organizations, get good pay, all of that stuff. But he's just starting off. And so he's gotten a job that isn't exactly giving him a lot of money. Lower end of the 6-figure, whatever, like 100K, or maybe even lower than that. Yeah, but you're looking at this guy. He's hardworking, goes out a lot. He's looking out for opportunities, trying to get himself better every day. And any, there will be a number of people that would look at this person and think, yeah, you know what, this guy could actually 20, 30 years from now, he could be writing a book, CEO of a multinational organization, telling people about how, he started off with a 50,000 naira job, and how he worked his way up and got to where he is now. So, but you're meeting this guy at the beginning of this journey. Would you bet on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's assume no. Now no. See, because there's a difference between potential and this person is there. No. Wait, hold on. I'm getting somewhere.
That he's getting money steadily.
No.
Whether it is financial stability.
So there are a lot of people who are earning 50,000 naira every month.
Yes.
In Lagos.
Yes, they're financially stable at 50K.
No, they're not financially stable.
That's not financial stability.
That is not financial stability, Brian. No, that is not financial stability. Yes. So you decide to bet on this guy. Nobody is praying for this. In an alternate universe, you bet on this guy, and for life reasons, because I think I heard somewhere or read somewhere. Plus, it's not even just a matter of whether you've heard it or read it somewhere. You know that not everyone is going to be rich.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the number of people that will be rich, especially in this capitalist economy or world we live in, are not going to be as much. The number of poor people will always be significantly higher than the number of rich people.
Yes.
So, for life reasons, it doesn't quite work out as quickly as you would like for it to. You're with this guy 2-3 years. And,
married at this point, or just starting life, like trying
just
to
starting life. You've not quite.
No.
See, the reason why I'm saying this is because if I say marriage, then I'm bringing in.
No problem.
Yes, okay. I'm bringing in divorce, and so we're not friends, really considering divorce.
They were friends for 2-3 years.
Yes, exactly.
That's perspective.
So, perspective. Like this guy, he checks all the boxes, and then the financial stability bit is the one that you're betting on him, or you're betting on him to be financially stable because you're seeing things. You're like, potential is here, and then you're with him a year, maybe 2, and things aren't moving as well as you would like for it to. What happens then? He wants to get married. He's like, we've been together now for a year or almost 2 years, and I would like for us to get married. But he's not lazy. He's not lazy. He's quite hardworking. Maybe 50K when you guys started out. now he's at or 100 or 150.
Maybe.
No, I'm saying 150. No. See,
he's growing.
But it's not big, and it's wedding. 10 million now, or maybe 15 million if you want to do like a big glamorous wedding. And every woman wants a big glamorous wedding, including you, I assume. Exactly. Oof. So great. 150K now. He wants you guys to get married. What would you say?
So he ticks
all the other boxes. He's gorgeous. Every time you look at him,
a good person go, a good man go, just because if I see potential, I mean, we can stay there. If I can't get my glam wedding at this moment, I know that in 10 years, when people do that, their 10-year anniversary, renewal, I could celebrate my wedding then. It could be 5 years from then, whenever. But I'm not going to let a good man go just because. And he's hardworking. That's the most important thing. It's not like he's lazy. And I myself am going to have my business or whatever I'm doing running. So I won't have to depend, hopefully, on him.
Okay. When life happens, okay.
I was
Life happens in what way?
It never blow.
In what way now?
The income has not got, if that 10 years time, but it's still looking like it's almost.
When that time comes, if God forbid that time will not come, but we'll cross the bridge when we get there. But that's not prayer. That's not.
Love will hold you. Love will hold you.
Love.
Keep us grounded and strong.
Yeah, that's nice.
Love it. Love it.
So yeah, that means you are willing to sacrifice a glamorous wedding for.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wedding. People are going to just come and you're going to spend a lot of money. So if he really wants to get married to me, why not?
I like your thinking. I've seen it practical.
That's
my friend, a couple friends are in Ghana now. So when they told me how they got married, because he just come that he's married, I say, So how? Man, you still spoke when? So guess how he did his wedding? Him, the wife, 2 witnesses, they went to court. After court, then buy mineral and some few things. Wedding, I said, they started like they moved to Ghana immediately.
Amen.
I said, I wish I could do that, but for me, it will not happen. They won't allow me to do that.
But yeah, if it comes to that, if that has to be the choice, then why not?
I like that thinking, yeah. Women, are you listening?
Oh boy.
Nobody's going to agree with this.
Of course.
I'm very certain of it.
You know.
But yeah, to each their own. That's just me.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
All right, so now let's go a bit more biblical now. We've touched on, you said God-fearing, a bit of the looks, character, financial stability. Was there any other one you mentioned again?
No.
Okay.
No, I think.
So do you all agree, like from the guy's perspective, do you agree that we should have at least 50 year, 80 year, 70 year?
Which ones you should have at least?
If you can't have 100 in everything.
Give birth to you. You already have your looks figured out.
That's true, Sha. And that's the looks. The finance part, except you're born into a wealthy family, now it's not sure. If you're not born into a rich kid, you have to work it out.
And that working out is with fear and trembling.
You know what's happening.
On. So right now, it's only character you can really,
Yeah, the godly part, very important. So, because life happens, the sovereignty of God, your partner might not, if you blow, but it'll be okay. We'll put food on the table and all of that. Some women, they don't want to, like you say, no, God forbid, it may not. Reality.
I get all of that, but should we, because there is a chance that things might not work out, be pessimistic?
No.
Or plan pessimistically?
No.
Or even realistically?
So it's not much about planning as not hinging our joy on those things.
Nice.
So
nice.
If that is what you are expecting to make your marriage blissful, then it might turn out to be a surprise.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if you're anchored on the right thing, and that is the joy of the Spirit, then you won't be caught unawares. And you would have joy regardless of the situation, whether it is good or bad.
Yeah.
So I think that is where you want to plan for the best, but then sometimes we plan for it like our lives depend on it. It's like, okay, if this guy does not have this, I can't get married to him. I can never suffer. Like Pastor Chris says, I can never be poor.
Oh my goodness. I can never be poor.
Oh my goodness.
So that kind of mindset, it would affect your choice. It will affect the relationships you have, the way you assess people, even what you call joy itself. It will affect it. So that is why you need to really be aware of the variance of life, how God's will is what will be done and not yours, not essentially yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think I'm beginning to understand. I think I was having, we're talking on something in church, I don't remember. So I began to understand Matthew 6:33 very well. Remember, we're talking from a biblical standpoint. Your first priority should be the things of God. Seek first the things of God or the kingdom of God and its righteousness. Every other thing shall be added to you. Do you know there's
other things?
Other things.
It's not every other
things.
Oh God, that's
other things. That's, what was mentioned that the Gentiles
that preceded.
Yes.
Food, clothing,
and all of
drink.
that. Yes.
Car was not mentioned, Sha.
No car in those days.
All right.
There were chariots. It's not mentioned.
All right. So, but basically, there's money you can have that will add sorrow to you.
Yeah.
I remember that scripture that says the blessings of God.
So
that's why I think God first. So if anything,
He will know what to give you.
For women, or biblical women, or Christian women, a godly man first.
Men and women.
Yes, but
not just women.
On both sides, the men should be godly, the women should be godly. First things first.
Yeah.
Then you cannot be looking at, finance, and some other things. But if it's not a godly person or she's not a godly person, it's a non-negotiable. I think that should be the first things first.
Yeah. I think there's something that we did not touch. You didn't see anything about. So you didn't define the character they are looking for. Yes, we know that you want a godly man. So in your own opinion or your belief, what is a godly man? How you define a godly man?
Someone that knows God.
Okay.
Knows the things of God. Wants to please God.
Okay.
Is like he's taking the scriptures, that scripture that says the man that talks about the husband and the wife, like the hierarchy. He knows all those things. He knows his place in the family. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it. He knows when to do it. So yes, basically that's a godly man. Someone that sticks to the books when it comes to God. Like, okay, this would not please my God, or this doesn't please. It doesn't have to, it must not be something to. It could be how he treats you. Oh, I don't want to treat my wife this way or treat this person I love this way because this is not how God wants me or wants us to get. So, yeah.
So, Brian, I take it that answers your question on the definition of a
to an
godly.
extent. I was expecting to hear that, Christ, man, wife. That's
I mean, she did say that, no?
Yeah. That's so. Yes.
Yeah. So, what do you mean by to an extent? If you were expecting to hear something and you heard it,
maybe she didn't put it the way you would have wanted.
Give it the, she didn't flesh it out.
Let me add something real quick. I think I mentioned it in one of the episodes. My 4 P's. I like to use my 4 P's. A godly man must be a provider, a protector, a priest, and a prophet. The priest and prophet covers the spiritual, the godly side. The provider, protector, that's expected of every man.
The
material side, and all of that. So, and then of course, the man, a godly man knows is the head of his family, just like Christ is the head of the church, and they are order to God's things. It is God, the man, the woman, and children. That's the order of things. You should not. Our roles are different within marriage. Our roles are different.
Submissive. That's
so
the word.
So the man must submit to God. The wife submit to the husband, and that's why I mentioned godly man, godly woman. You can't marry someone that does not believe in these things, because if a Christian woman married to an unbeliever, you have to submit because you're a Christian woman. So, but imagine if you married an actually godly man, then there won't be an
There
issue.
will be too much suffering.
That's the word.
I agree.
So that's the order of things, really. So,
I agree with everything you said, bar the 4 Ps. My argument against the 4 Ps,
okay,
I will not be stating today because we will spend another 2 hours on it. But just know that your 4 Ps, I have and the funny thing is, on standing alone, I don't have a problem with the 4 Ps. The real issue shows up when we link it to something else, but I'm not going to talk about that today.
Okay.
All right. So, this has been quite the conversation. And I think a bulk of the points that were made here are points that we all agree on, because for the most part, we're having a conversation as Christians, and we're talking about what Christian women expect from Christian men. Yes. So I don't know. Any interesting takeaways? I mean, is there something new everyone or anyone has heard or learned today that they didn't know before this conversation was had?
The one on good looks. My brain is still processing now.
All right. Well, turns out Christian women love
some no,
fine men.
Well, yes.
And
Well,
Christian men
okay. I
love,
suppose yes. Christian women,
especially
some
our guests.
Christian.
If you are not fine, forget it.
It might be a bit of a problem. Okay, Brian,
They will
how about
friend zone
you?
They will friend zone you.
Oh well, I don't think there's anything new, apart from, no. Personally, I don't think there's anything new.
Yeah,
it aligns with my perception of what, to an extent, but it's nice that we can hear from Isioma.
Get a different perspective, and you get to find out that these are the thoughts that some Christian women hold on the subject or issue as well.
Even though I'm not sure, I don't know. I'm not sure you're seeing your mind. Like,
see my mind in what aspect?
You need to bring it out more.
In what aspect?
That's hierarchy part. That's what I said, to an extent. That hierarchy part. By the time we flesh it out, whether you still hold the same views.
The areas some
when we're
people
talking about
submit.
areas where the man is failing, provision, and he's not able to keep up.
Yeah.
And the wife has to step in. Will he remain your husband, your Lord, or do you now become equal with him at that moment?
Yeah.
You know what?
He still remains my husband. I mean, it doesn't change. I don't think it changes. It might not be so good at that time, but I'm there to support. That's why I'm there. I'm not saying it's going to be easy or it's something that anybody would want to do by themselves. But if it's something I have to do for my family, why not? I'll do it. And
I think it won't change you.
No, it won't change me.
It changes on women, no.
It won't change me. As long as my husband doesn't change, as long as he's the same person, he has always been from the beginning.
What if he changes?
I think we can bring that as a separate episode.
Changes,
expand on it, because
how
would men respond if he loses his job and for a while is the wife that is supporting? Ego. Some men can't do it because ego-wise, they're like, come on, I'm not supposed to do this. And then the woman herself, she's now looking at him differently and all of that. I think we should really pick an episode and really flesh it out proper.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. I was going to say, this is a conversation that has not been thoroughly fleshed out. It's there are still so many. There's still so many questions to be asked. There's still so many things, scenarios, and they're not just theoretical. They're things that are playing out in the world today. And so I think, there's still a couple of things to be discussed. Yeah. I think so. I actually. Well, this has been a riveting conversation, and we would very much love to hear your thoughts on the subject. What do Christian women expect or want from Christian men? As always, we would be delighted to hear your thoughts. If there are any questions, you can always ask them. And if you have, different perspectives or a different way of looking at the subject or topic, and you would like to have a conversation here with us, then feel free to indicate that as well. And we would have you on here to defend your views.
Yeah.
Yes. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you very soon. As always, I'm Basil and
Uncle Shaw.
Brian.
Isioma.
My goodness, thank you all very much. We loved having this conversation and see you next time. Remain blessed.